Hi everyone, it's Sonder. So please excuse my half-assed makeup, as well as my language. Today I was gonna have a lazy day, but then I realized that it's been like 3 weeks since I made a video, and I decided to remedy that. So today I'm gonna be talking about the books I got this week. Fun story, but first let me get them off the shelf behind me. So essentially what happened this week is that this man came in with like 6 to 7 big Tupperwares of books to donate to the library where I work in. And he started off the entire exchange by saying, "I've noticed that your philosophy section is not very well stocked, so here are some texts from when I used to be a philosophy professor." And we all went, "Ooh, ah," and immediately began picking through his philosophy collection. It was really fun. The very first book that I picked out, though, was Drawing Down the Moon. I saw this in the box and I went, yoink, it's mine! I don't even know what this is about. And he went, oh yeah, Drawing Down the Moon, that used to be a must-read for, you know, witchy people and people interested in witchy people, and I, at this point, am at the very least a person who is interested in witchy people. So, Drawing Down the Moon, Witches, Druids, Goddess Worshippers, and Other Pagans in America by Margot Adler. The next book that he had something to say about actually came in the next day. He brought it in the next day. Let's see. Was, he actually said, "I think I'm going to get you in trouble with some of my books." And I'm over here like, we're a library, that's kind of what we do. And he goes, "Oh, well, I don't know. It's the South. The witch in every woman might not make some people happy." And we don't usually have the heart to inform most people who donate stuff that their book is not going to immediately go onto our shelf. Most of the time it gets like put into the book sale or it gets taken home by a librarian. So yeah, but I'm actually kind of excited about this. It's called The Witch in Every Woman, Reawakening the Magical Nature of the Feminine to Heal, Protect, Create, and Empower by Laurie Cabot with Jean Mills. And I'm pretty excited about it. This year I am trying to embrace my inherent feminineness. I am a non-binary person, but I'm trying to get to the point where I'm comfortable with the fact that feminine is very easy for me, and I'm trying not to hate myself for it, so trying to read more books by women and about women and about femmes and by femmes, because feminineness is me and is important to me. Going with the femness. Women and Goddesses in Myth and Sacred Text. An anthology. Very exciting. Women, man, I love them. Goddesses, I love them. Love them, love them, love them. So I'm very excited to read this. At first, when I picked it up, I was like, yay! This is a book about women and goddesses. But then I went, oh no, because I was flipping through some of the first chapters and I saw like mostly Hellenistic women and goddesses, and I was like, oh no, what if this is gonna be like, I mean, it's a pretty thin book, what if this only covers women and goddesses in Hellenistic myth? Oh no! Because, I mean, I kind of already know about them. But it looks like, you know, there are plenty of people, or plenty of women and goddesses and cultures represented. So I'm very excited to read this. I'm very excited to have a textbook type thing in my hand. Again. That's very exciting. I've been out of school for so long, I kind of forgot how nice they are. I mentioned earlier, I like witchy people, and I'm very interested in witches and witchcraft and things like that, so what better than the Encyclopedia of Witches and Witchcraft, 2nd edition, by Rosemary Ellen Guiley? Guiley. I'll put the titles below. I'm very excited about this. It's not exactly one of those things that you read from cover to cover, so you'll probably not see me talking about it from now on, but just know that it's on my shelf and I'm excited about it. Yay! The Wicca Handbook, firstly, has a really beautiful cover, by Eileen, Holland. Very exciting. Once again, I feel the need to mention that I am not Wiccan, I'm not pagan. Maybe in the future I will be, I don't know, who knows? Future is an interesting thing. But I am incredibly interested in things like this, and I find it nice to have books about things that I'm interested in sitting on my shelves, even though I may never actually apply the things that I learn in them. But that's okay. That's fine. For those of you who don't know, I am very interested in Abrahamic religion type mythos, and I love this stuff, it's so cool. But I never knew about the first woman for a really long time. Lilith, I never knew about her for a really long time because the religion I grew up in, she didn't exist, and she wasn't important. But now I know about her a little, and I'm interested in her, and I've always been like, oh, I'm gonna study about her eventually. You know, I read things online, but I feel in order to study, I have to have, like, a book in my hand, and now I do! The Book of Lilith by Barbara Black Koltuv, Ph.D., good for you. It's very exciting. I'm super excited about this. Lilith is such an interesting and amazing character, and I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited to study about her, get to know her mythos a little bit better, and yeah, I'm so excited. Are you excited? I am. Gosh. Okay, so this brings me to my last book, which I'm also very excited about for multiple reasons. Here we go. Now, this dude didn't bring in very many, novels. Like I said, he was bringing in things that he had from when he was a philosophy professor, but he did bring in some other things. There were, like, a few novels, there was, like, a Faulkner collection, and then there was this beauty. And this is one of those books that I call bricks, or a book you can build a house with, because it's big, it's really big. It looks like one of those ones that I'm never actually going to read. But I really might read this book. This is Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell. I've never heard of this book before. Never heard of it before this man brought it in. And then it was in my hands. I was like, what is this? I'm excited. And so I looked it up on Goodreads, and everybody's like, this is a really stinking long book. But it was good. It was real good. So I'm really excited to read it eventually. It is, excuse me, let me see. The actual novel is 644 pages long. This is because she was publishing it in piece by piece as she went along in a magazine, and she died before finishing it. And so she had someone was involved. They typed up what she intended to do with the story and released that as the last chapter. So all in all, the story is 650 chapters. It has a 35-page introduction. I'm really excited, but I'm really sad that like so many people really love this book, but I'd never heard of it before until I realized that she was writing at the same time as the Bronte sisters and George Eliot, and she was pretty much entirely overshadowed by them, which really sucks, but I'm also really excited to read her. This year, one of my goals is to read like a majority of books written by women and non-binary people. I haven't read any non-binary people yet, but not to matter. I will, I promise, eventually, and I'm excited. I might read this year and have 650 pages of good story under my belt. How great would that be? Anyway, that about wraps up my haul for this week. What are y'all guys reading lately? Anything good? Y'all got any books lately? I hope you did. Oh yeah, end of the video things. I'm supposed to do those. If you want to follow my mediocre Tumblr, the link is down below. If you want to friend me on Goodreads, the link is down below. If you want, like, the names and titles of all of the author names and titles of all of these books, they will be in the description. I will type those out for you. And if you want to subscribe to me and see when I sporadically put out videos, there should be a red button below this video that you can click and subscribe to me, and that would be really nice. And if you like this video, if you could hit the like button, the little thumbs up button, I'd really appreciate it. It makes me feel good when people hit the like button. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you have a good day. Happy reading.